Howdy! It's been over a century since the mighty buffalo roamed the foothills of the Rocky Mountains, but now the bison is back, with herds of elk and reindeer, all to cater for the growing demand in game-based dining.
So we're going to ride the range of the Canadian Rocky Mountain Ranch, where we'll hang with the herds and get our first taste of what our friends call Rocky Mountain cuisine.
Yeah, and I'll be firing up the grill to do a modern take on a dish that was probably done over 100 years ago.
When you were just a wee laddie cowboy.
I barely predate microwave. Hey, shall we dismount?
Whoa!
It's a good horse.
Canada from England came a cook named Dan.
That's chef to you.
He had a plan for fun and food and adventure too.
I'm wild, she's fresh, how do you do?
So I said to the chef, can I be your guide?
And now I've got a nice little dish by my side.
If you hunt or you fish or you brew or you grow,
We'll slice it and spice it and give it a go.
he's wild, I'm fresh.
I'm fresh, she's wild.
We're fresh and wild in Canada's western province of Alberta, with the beautiful Rocky Mountains where Danny and I will be treated to a heaping helping of barbecued reindeer. Danny will return this flavor with a mixed grill of Rocky Mountain cuisine.
Rocky Mountain ranching, oh, that's the life for me. Buffalo steaks for breakfast and elk pate for tea. Oh, you might call me a winner when I have reindeer for dinner. Oh, Rocky Mountain fine cuisine is a dish of history. Yeehaw!
I couldn't possibly let Danny sample Rocky Mountain cuisine without first sampling the mountains themselves.
I'm freezing, the wind's up, and you're just sitting there in a denim jacket and a fleece going...
I'm Canadian,
Yeah,
eh?
I am Canadian. I am Canadian.
I am.
Yeah.
Look at the bird. Look at the bird.
Oh. Look at old Canada. Oh, that's a great shot. This is just blowing me away. But the Pyrenees and the Alps is nothing like the Rockies, is minnow. Everything's big here.
The Rocky Mountains are world-renowned for their spectacular beauty. The valleys, the lakes, and mineral springs offer rejuvenation for mind, body, and spirit.
From the mountaintop, it's 45 minutes to the foothills and our visit to the Canadian Rocky Mountain Ranch. Home on this range, Terry and Brad will take us where the deer and the antelope play.
Hi, Terry.
Hello, Dr. Terry.
Hi, Ellen.
Hello, Bear.
How are you this morning?
Good to see you. Very well, thank
Nice
you.
to see you, sir.
Yeah, you bet.
Great. Fantastic
Great day.
news.
Beautiful morning.
Yeah, do we look the bit?
Oh, you look the part. You look like you're really ready to go.
Okay. So what's the first job of the day?
First job of the day is to feed some animals.
Yeah.
And after we get the hard work done, then we're going to meet up with Brad to help us feed, and then we'll adjourn for some lunch later on.
I like the idea of that. Well, lead
Put us to work.
All
lead
right.
the way, my man.
There
lead
we
the
go.
way.
The Canadian Rocky Mountain Ranch is on 540 acres of rolling foothills. Here, they breed some of the world's best herds of elk, buffalo, and reindeer. Brad's parents first served up this unique cuisine in their local resort, then couldn't find a supplier, so they started their own ranch.
Okay, you can jump off.
Yeah.
They get a mixture of whole grain, oats and barley, plus pellets. And this is Lady coming up to
Hello,
see
Lady.
you, Danny.
Come on, baby.
She's hungry.
She's saying, well, where's my breakfast this morning? I'm hungry. I'll tell you when it's 6 pounds.
Well, I must say, I've cooked some things up in my time there, but this is a bit different.
Well, I'm sure they appreciate
This
it.
is real mountain cuisine.
How many elk do you have?
We
on the ranch?
have over 500.
Hey, lady. Have a try.
With this group, we have one breeding male, number 54K. We're using him to produce the next calf crop from this group of females.
Maybe in another life you can be a bull.
Maybe I already am. Lady.
Oh.
Lady. Come on, you know you want to give me a kiss. Give me a kiss. Give me a kiss, baby. Look at this. Oh, wow.
Terry, what's the difference between reindeer and caribou?
Reindeer and caribou are very much similar kinds of animals. Reindeer come from northern Europe,
Right.
And the caribou are on the North American side of the Arctic Circle.
Can you just describe their meat to me? 'Cause
It's lean and, you know, dark red in color, but it's a lighter flavor, I think, than most of the venison. It's probably, you know, one of the more preferred venison meats. We've got some more animals to feed, so I think we should move
Mount
ahead.
up. Okay.
All right.
Hiya, boys.
Well, these are a group of young females.
Yeah.
They're about 1.5 years old. The correct name for these animals is bison, but most people have come to know them as buffalo.
So how much do these little ones weigh at the moment?
Probably 700 pounds, and that's about 3/4 of their mature weight. They'll weigh between 1,000 and 1,100 pounds when they mature.
Big girls, then.
And the males, bison or buffalo males, mature at about 2,000 pounds.
You're kidding.
No, I'm not. They're looking downy because they're starting to grow in their winter coat. Buffalo do produce a down or a wool in addition to the hair. And there's actually people that are trying to develop a commercial industry from the buffalo wool. Buffalo produce a lean meat. They don't marble to the same extent that beef does. Right. When we finish them for meat preparation, we like to feed them some grain just to get some fat cover on the carcass, prevents it from drying during processing and so on.
Have you ever had any run-ins with any of these?
Yes, I've been chased by a buffalo, so out of the pen, and that gives even an old fat guy like me, it gives you a lot of motivation to move.
Wow.
Okay, Dan, Helen, I'd like to introduce you to Brad
Nice to meet you.
O'Connor.
Hi, Danny.
Brad.
How you doing? Nice
Quite
to
the
meet you.
backyard you have here.
You guys having some fun?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I'm just taking a look at the buffalo herd here. This has our females and our calves. Some of them are nice young calves. See the red skin ones there? They were born just in August, so they're still pretty young.
Yeah.
And at what age are they ready to be turned into burgers?
Well, for the meat industry, we like to have them young, under 22, 24 months age, and around that 900,000 pounds gives you the proper cut size.
So, Brad, I've been working all day, and I heard there was some payment for this
You're
work.
a little hungry? Well, everyone that works on the farm gets a ranch meal, so we'll go head up to the house and get you something to eat.
Well, let's saddle up, as you
Sounds
people would
good.
say, and ride.
Meanwhile, back at the ranch, the O'Connors are wrestling up wild reindeer and fresh succotash.
So, Brad, what are you up to?
Today we have a special treat. These are caribou medallions.
Oh, wow. So, what do you generally put on your caribou?
With all of our game meats, I like to keep it very simple. We use good quality olive oil and pepper.
Yeah.
A lot of the chefs will argue about this. I like to salt the meat after it's cooked.
Oh, do you?
I find that it'll suck out some of the juice while it's cooking, and there's very little fat in this, so I don't like to waste any of the natural juices. So I'll just use pepper, and then we'll put the salt on when we're ready to eat her up.
And how would you normally cook it? Would you have it rare?
Yeah, you want to take it rare, and we like to get it really hot. So now I'll flip it right after it's only been on for about 30 seconds. Get the other side searing in. That'll hold the juices in because there's no fat in it. You don't want to lose anything.
Wonderful.
So what's in your succotash?
Oh, this is dead easy. It's just corn, red pepper, purple onion, celery, and some spicy red pepper that my neighbor makes up.
Ooh.
Let me serve up.
Okay, hello, Wendy.
Thank you.
Okay.
I guess we did earn our lunch today, Danny. We worked hard.
All that feeding and mixing.
Oh, I tell you, kissing elk. That's gorgeous.
So your parents have been involved in this industry for quite some time, haven't
Yeah, very much. They both have a great passion for the outdoors, the mountains, and the natural food from the area that comes with it. And they've been involved for quite a number of years, and now the kids and all of us are starting to enjoy it as well. We actually found some old menus from 1912, 1920, and elk and buffalo were all on the menu back then.
Here's to Rocky Mountain cuisine.
Oh,
Cheers.
lovely. Cheers.
Thank you. Cheers.
That's delicious, and it's so simple. And the succotash is top.
It's yummy, isn't it?
They're nice
I think
flavors,
it pairs really nicely with the caribou.
It does.
So is this wine. This wine. Oh.
There, now we got a big hog tail down here.
Oh, wow. That was a fantastic meal, mate.
It was.
Right,
Thank
now,
you.
Brad, I have a bit of a tradition. If you make me dinner, I have to make you dinner.
I'm pretty full right now.
Oh, that's okay. Well, we'll have to source some product off you. Is there any chance I get some elk and some buffalo off you
Not a
later?
problem.
Yeah?
Whatever you need, take it with you and do what you want with it. Have fun with it.
Fantastic.
Not quite done rounding up our ingredients for dinner, we're off to visit Walter at Valbella Meats for a tasty tasting.
Walter!
Hey, good morning.
How are you?
And how are you?
Hello,
Good morning,
Walter.
Ellen. Grab a small.
Okay. Come on then, mister.
Let's go have a look. Here we enter the smoking cooking room.
Okay. So what's this over here then?
Here we got the country style bacon, where you can see the nice meaty bacon.
God.
Then in the front.
Nice
So
and
when you
light.
put it in the frying pan, you're getting out of it.
Yeah.
Smells great in here, too. May we have a taste of some of your fine
Yeah,
sausages?
we're gonna have some sausages ready for tasting.
All right.
Oh, I like that. Lead the way, Walter. Lead the way. Yeah, beautiful
Of
spread.
course, we just came from the sausage kitchen, and on the side here we have the Tuscany sausage, which has grilled red peppers, parmesan, cheese in it.
Beautiful.
Then we have the buffalo sausage, which we just were mixing.
Yeah. Is that buffalo whiskey? Oh my goodness, now that's buffalo. I've never had buffalo before. I'm a big fan of why they use it, but the whiskey.
It's Canadian Club.
Oh, Canadian Club.
Canadian Club.
Only the
It's
best.
all pure Canadian. Like
Now,
it's
what's
all-
the herbs I'm tasting in that? What would you normally put in that?
There's just a little bit of sweetness in it.
Yeah, yeah.
There's some raisins in it.
You know that raisiny taste? You don't get that, but you get the sweetness, the juiciness of it. This is gourmet food at its best.
Excellent. You've been
Yeah.
so great.
Thank you so much. Brilliant.
Well, it was nice to have you here, Dan. Alan.
What a fantastic view, eh? This is my backdrop and my office for the day. How lucky I am, eh? Now, what's mountain cuisine? Well, mountain cuisine to me is taking everything from the valley and the forest and blending it together. Now, we've got a buffalo and we've got an elk. So how do I bring that with a modern twist? So with the buffalo, I'm going to marinate it in a wonderful sauce and make kebabs out of it. So what about the elk? Well, you can prepare it just like any other meat. And what we're going to do, we're going to ground it down and make burgers into it. And just to add extra flavour, we're going to make a lovely tomato chili relish just to go on top. I can't wait for that bit. That's one of my favourites.
The Rocky Mountain air has inspired Danny. He's going to grill up a meaty mix that our guests will go wild for. We're here at the Buffalo Mountain Lodge, and Dan's in the kitchen, grilling up his own take on mountain cuisine.
Yo, dog. Right, we've got buffalo. I've got elk coming out in a minute. And
Not walking here.
no, he's dead.
Anyway.
He's dead. And we're dealing with the leanest, best meats you can get at the moment. You're doing...
Buffalo kebabs marinated in a honey mustard sauce that's going to be spiced with a little essence of gin.
Beautiful, juniper. And I'm going to be doing elk burgers with a chili tomato salsa. I tell you, it's nice being in the mountains again, Ellen.
It is.
Right. Get the old pan seasoned as always, because what we're going to do is going to get our relish going. So I want to get some flavour straight into the pan. I'm going to cut a red onion in half. Now, as it's a relish, you can have it small, you can have it chunky, whatever way you want.
You doing it chunky or you doing
I'm
it
going
small?
to do a little bit of both today, actually.
Okay.
Depends on what the flavour is.
Mix and match.
So, what are you grinding there, babe?
I'm grinding some fresh peppercorns, and to the peppercorns I'm going to add that essence of gin that I mentioned earlier, which is actually juniper berries picked from Banff. And what juniper berries are what turns it into gin in distilleries around the world. So this is going to add a kick to the marinade.
That's my favourite in the world. Now, I'm getting my chilies going here.
Smell this.
Oh, it's gorgeous.
Smells like a beverage.
A beverage.
A beverage.
I can't wait to have one after, I tell you that. Right, and this is what they call julienning. With your marinade, what's the next stage?
The next stage is to add the crushed junipers and the peppercorns into the buffalo, which has already seen a little hint of garlic. Now I'm going to add some zest of this orange. Ooh, that sounds good, Dan.
Yeah, smelling it? Right, next I'm putting in a little bit of balsamic vinegar. I say a little bit. Put a little bit of honey in there. Okay.
More sweetness.
Get it in there. Let everything start blending together. And then it's going to reduce down. We've got to get rid of some of that liquid. So what's going to happen is our honey, our balsamic vinegar are going to reduce down and make a very nice syrup, okay? Everything's going to combine together, and the next phase is I'm going to add some tomatoes. Now with the tomatoes, see, I've been here a couple of weeks and I've already started going, tomato.
We're diluting you.
Add a little bit of substance to our relish.
I like texture and food.
Oh yes, you've got to have a bit of texture. Yeah. I've got 5 here, but I'm using 10 tomatoes total in my relish. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to put half in just to give a bit of body to the relish now and to reduce it nicely so they capture some flavour. And then what I'm going to do is halfway through, when basically the reduction's been made, we're going to add another 5 red tomatoes just to give it that little extra oomph at the end.
Nice.
Okay.
Look how juicy that is. Look at the colour. I love orange in dishes like this.
But look, see that red? You're never ever going to see a steak that red. That is full of flavour, and it's sweeter than a normal meat as well. It's quite unbelievable. I've roasted some garlic off, about 4 to 5. Added flavour. It doesn't need that long. You can always put your garlic in right at the end because it can overpower. What we want is a nice vinegary taste, a nice sweet taste out of it.
So now I'm adding some of the sliced onion into the marinade, and now comes the honey for a little bit of sweetness, and mustard. And lastly, I'm going to add some sprigs of thyme. No need to chop these up. This is going to marinate for about 3 hours.
Oh, that's fantastic. Give that a toss over. That's our ground elk, okay? Looks a little like beef, but the flavour and the colour are a lot sharper. Okay, so that's that there, but first thing what I've got to do is I've got to get my flavours going. A little bit of olive oil, and I know I like to chuck it all in, but this time we don't really need a lot. We just want to brown our shallots and garlic. Oh, the sounds of that. I love that. Open your flavour up. What they're going to do, they're going to brown. We're going to get the flavour going, whack it in there. Okay, next, get your bacon. Okay, now, as elk, like the bison, as we've said before, is very lean. What I've done is I've cooked mine off and separated the fat, okay? Because obviously these burgers are going to have a binding agent, okay? So we're going to get that in there.
I'm working with bacon over here too, Danny. I'm going to alternate on the skewer some bacon with the buffalo, and it's going to get whacked on the grill as well.
Whacked on the grill, darling. Right, now the next thing I'm going to do is put a little bit of a Worcestershire sauce in there.
What was that again?
Worcestershire sauce. Or Worcester sauce, as we would say at home.
I say Worcester too, I cheat.
Yeah, I know what you mean. I love my seasoning.
Your seasoning loves you.
I love it, yes. We need the egg to bind. Just give that a quick mix up. A good
Hands
pull.
and all.
Hey, baby.
No need to be afraid of it. Today we're going to be using some focaccia bread. Use your imagination, use your favourite bread when making burgers, and spice it up a bit.
Beauty. So my garlic and shallots are in.
So what do you think of the view out there, Danny boy?
Please, I can't just... It's just taking my breath away. We're so lucky. You just don't know it, folks. Beautiful. Right, next, we're going to give that another pulp.
A pulp?
Yeah.
As in a mix?
A mix, yeah.
Okay. Just
a
to
mix.
clarify.
Sorry, yes.
It's all right. Just learning new lingo.
It's the lingoese of the job. Right, next, we're going to carry on with our salsa. Leave that to rest. Fantastic. And this is your relish, guys. Very spicy with that chilli. And we're going to add it to those extra 5 tomatoes that I told you about earlier. Okay. Now I'm going to add some extra parsley, take a little bit of edge off the chilli, because that is pretty... Okay, and we'll just throw in 2 more tomatoes. And then I'm basically going to finish my patties off, make them up, and get them ready.
Rocky Mountain ranching, oh, that's the life for me. Buffalo steak for breakfast and elk pate for tea. Oh, you call me a winner when I have reindeer for dinner. Oh, Rocky Mountain fine cuisine is a dish of history. Yeehaw!
The gang from the ranch is on their way, and we're going to serve up some Western hospitality.
Okay. Oh, there we go. Getting everything going here. Right. So, burgers and kebabs are on the grill. We're going to get this going.
Rocky Mountain cuisine at its
Do you want to
finest.
just open me up and plonk a little bit of that on there? The beautiful thing about this food, it's very simple. All we've done is make kebabs and burgers with a different kind of meat. There's nothing pretentious about it. It's just trying something a little bit different. Don't be afraid. Thank you so much, folks. Well, big dinner for a big day. I'll tell you, we've been... Oh, my good God.
So do we.
The walking, the work, everything. You know what? I've had an absolutely fantastic time. And as we're down at the ranch, burger and beer, hearty food. OK, so everyone, please help yourselves. Oh, take the top one. Yeah, dig in.
All down.
Beautiful.
Yeah. So how's the buffalo doing?
Oh, great. Just out on pasture enjoying themselves. To home on the range where the deer and buffalo roll.
Yeah.
Yeehaw. Deer.
Yippee-ki-yay, baby. Yeah.
Yeehaw. Oh, that relish is just very nice.
Very nice.
You know, everything just blends nicely together.
Compliments it very nice.
Oh, that's cool. Thank you. Well, we try.
You have to be careful that our executive chef didn't see this. He'll probably want to steal your recipe. Done very nicely.
That's the first time you've been quiet all day. Come on, we can do this.
We can, but why?
I think the correct response will be because it's here. I mean, look at this. Come on.
I could say that about my hotel room. It's here somewhere, too.
But look, in a few steps, we will be the first TV cooks to christen their own mountain. Mount Danny!
Tell you what, my dear friend, you keep traveling on your own, because so help me, I did not climb this hill.
Okay. How about Mount Fresh and Wild? Okay?
Deal.
All right, here we go. I christen thee Mount Danny Boom!
Ellen McKinney!
Oh, we've got to do that one next. Come on.